Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again. We are back in our Satisfactory Plus world, and we're basically right where we left off with the last live stream here. So, yeah, we were just working on doing some stuff, right? I think. I don't know. Okay. So we've got things moving. We've got our little guys over here. Right, I needed to get the advanced alloys. Right. Yeah, because that's gonna kind of change how everything else works. Oh. I thought I changed this staircase here. Did it not change? It's odd. Anyways, we can fix that real quick. Catwalk going this way. Another catwalk going this way, and then stairs coming down this way. There we go. Alright. So, we've got all of this stuff over here that we still need to get rid of. And then how is my inventory looking? It's not looking great. Okay. Actually wasn't that bad. Okay. Good. Alright, I'm just trying to clean up some stuff here because a lot of this stuff we're gonna have to move. Especially since we have to integrate like more processes into here. And then I need to figure out a way to get some sulfuric acid made as well, which is gonna be probably not fun, let's be honest, but we'll do our best. Okay. Let's see, we are just attempting to clean things up. That's all we're doing. Just attempting to clean. Alright. Okay, so with that, we have a bunch more stuff. And not as much free space in our inventory now. Well, let's see, what is this? Don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that we don't need it. And then I gotta figure out, man, this whole thing is just gonna be, it's gonna be a pain setting all this stuff up again. I can tell you that much for sure. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me get one of these little large industrial storage things. Let me just put some stuff in here. Okay, what else do I have a ridiculous amount of? And do I need this fabric? I don't know. Probably not. I probably don't need all of that. So that gives me a lot more space. Good. I remember like all of the effort that I was putting into this whole thing, and like taking it apart now just like makes me feel a certain way. But it's going to be more efficient. We'll get more stuff out of it, so it'll be fine. Just have to deal with it. Alright. Alright, coal. Don't really need that here. Okay. Now, as far as all of this goes... Nope. Okay, and then that can all go. Okay. All right, so that just cleared up a whole bunch of space. Of course, that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. Okay, now all of this can go, right, control. Okay, and then all of this stuff has to come out. And then all of the next stuff, dude. Now, the idea here is to make this as streamlined as we can, which is why we've reduced the number of belts coming in here to 3 versus the 20-something that we had before. And then these are remnants of the old system before I had this wall up. So all of this gets to come out. So now, I believe the process that we have to follow now is that we have to crush it, sort it, and then wash it, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna have just like a lot of space. All right. There we go. Man. Right, and this is going over to the slug area, which we needed to keep going. We don't have food. Okay. Something to worry about later. Okay. So I think the process that I'll do from now is I'll run this over that way, and we'll kind of run the phasing of the processing that way versus out towards the edge that way. I don't know if that's going to make any kind of a difference, but we will find out. Dude, I have so many screws. I don't need this many screws. Okay. Okay. Viking, welcome. I'm just continuing with the dismantling of the base. I'm going to clear up this side first, and then we'll start rebuilding stuff, and then see kind of where we get to. And then we will redesign and retrofit as required. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There we go. And the crushed stone, don't need that either. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so... this is gonna break so many things. Okay. And then I'm also going to have to put in some waste lines. So that way things can keep running even if like we get stuck on like one particular thing. Like let's say that we have too much crushed copper. That would normally impact our zinc production. But if I put in a waste line, so that way the excess has somewhere to go, hopefully we can avoid that. Okay, so this side is more or less cleaned up. I suppose we can get all of this taken out too. Get that taken out. That doesn't need to be there. All of this can come out. That can come out. All right. Okay, so the first item that we have up for grabs is going to be whatever is in here. So I guess we bring it up and see what's in here. Okay, so that is going to be our sapphirite. All right, and then how much are we actually making? Because I mean, I know it's just like one. It's just like one node that we're using currently. I think it's that one. So this is putting out 360 potentially. All right. But I mean, I have to count for more than that because we have a lot more than just that one node that we have to pull off of. All right, so then first things that we have to do with this, even with the new system. So let's go, oh, hold on, let's just look up some stuff first. So purified. Say purified copper, right? That has to go into an ore washer, which we need the crushed copper. Okay. So then we have to crush it, which means that we have to sort it. Okay. But I thought there was a thing where we had to... Iron, copper, tin, deuterium, magnesium, zinc, lead, nickel. Okay, so this doesn't have any of the advanced stuff. So if we look up cobalt, right? That is from crushed cobalt, and then the crushed cobalt comes from the sorter, but we have to sort it with hydrochloric acid and sand. Okay. So you have to crush it first, which is going to give us a little bit of crushed whatever. Yes, this is going to be a pain. Okay, so we'll put in a crusher here. And then we'll probably need to, because each of these can crush how much? 60, okay. If I have 360, I'm gonna need 6 of these. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so assuming that is what we're going to do here, and actually, now that I think about it, we'll have to do this in stages, like steatite over there, rubite in the middle here, and then this over here, which means we're gonna have to double up on some of our stuff. which means we have to move it out a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Basically, we just got to make sure there's room for two belts running side by side next to each other. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay. And we can adjust that as we go. Okay, so let's see. We're going to set this splitter to come in from this side. And then we'll set it... Okay. Okay, now this one, because it is the last one, we're going to come in from that side instead. Alright, so all of these are going to take in the full amount right away. So these will be running at 100%. And then this one could go into there. Alright, and then we're going to need a 120 line. And then a 180 line, and a 240 line, and then a 300 line, and then a 360 line. Okay, so 1, 2, and this is going to be where everything goes. Alright. That's going to be shooting stuff through there very, very quickly. Now, Mark IV lines can handle 480. Okay, good. Should be more than enough then. Okay. And this is going to be our crushed sapphirite. Alright. Now I can run all of these daisy chained. And then before I get too crazy with all of this stuff, we're going to have two outputs here. I don't remember which one goes where, but this we're going to run here and run across to here. And we'll adjust this line as necessary. Okay. So that's going to make all of that run, and then with that, that should be making this whole thing run. So I want to make sure that I have the quantity of this thing correct. How do I go down? Drop down. Okay. Yeah, 360. Okay. Good to go. All right, so once we have this working, we need to collect everything up, and then I need to put in an overflow. So, what is that going to look like? No, that'll be under special. We're just going to put a little storage in here. Just connect it up here. Make sure that this is correctly lined up. Maybe there. There? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, now, is that... Okay, so first one is our sapphirite. Okay. So if we run this... Do we want to run it down, or... I mean, either way, we're going to have to get everything connected. So I think what we'll do is this. So let's see. So there is... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. All right, and that's going to give us 20 per minute, which requires a Mark 1. Okay. So that'll get rid of that. Good. And that is 1 off of that. Okay. Oh, we gotta go to that one. There we go. Okay, and then one more. Okay. Oh no, that one's not even set up right. Alright. My bad. Alright, so now we can set this up properly. Autosave, you're killing me here. There we go. Okay, now. This is going to be 20 coming out of here. 20 becomes 40. 40 becomes 60. And then 60 to 180. Or sorry, 80 and then 80 to 100. Okay, so now that we've got that, we're going to put these under the same line. So this will be a merger. I'm going to set it up into this one. Okay. These are going to bring out 60 per minute. Okay. So this gets to go. And then that goes to there, that goes. That goes to there. All right. And now we do a smart splitter. We line that up here. And then this needs to be a Mark IV line going into there. And then this is going to be overflow. Okay. So now we have 60 coming into here. 60 becomes 120. 120 becomes 180. 180 becomes 240. 240 becomes 300. And that becomes 360. All right. And then this just needs to be there. All right. So now that is going to let this run forever. And all it's going to do is just drop a bunch of stuff in here and then fill up that last one, and then it'll all be gone. Okay. And then whatever is not used will go into here. And then everything that is used, so we're going to have 360, will go into the next thing. All right, so now the next thing, we have to crush our iron, or our crushed stone here, because we need sand. And I need to look at this. So we need, actually, let's just look at this. Okay. So just one of these is going to require 100 stereotype per minute. Okay, so if I got 300, I'm going to need 4 of these, which means I'm going to need 80 sand per minute. And then in order to get this, it's a reduction by half. Yeah, that's not great. Because we're getting 120, so we're only going to be getting 60 out of this, which means that we can't run at full speed. No. Yeah, because if we have 20 crushed stone coming out, yeah, times 6 crushers is 120 divided by half, 60. Okay, so it's not enough. And then, so the other way to get crushed stone is... Wait, can you crush up slag? Cold slag. Okay. Cold slag is just... Oh, you use that with crushed stone. Okay. So that ain't gonna work. Dirty water isn't gonna get us what we need either. So we're gonna have an issue with getting crushed stone, apparently. So we gotta figure out how we're gonna do this. Man. And then this whole side over here, this is all just steertite. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So now the question becomes, where do I get more crushed stone? I know that I can get crushed stone from crushing steertite. I think that's the only thing I can crush, though. No. Crushed stone. Yeah, steertite goes directly into crushed stone. But I think that's the only one. Now, if I am working on some cryolite, I can get some crushed stone out of that. So what I may end up doing is supplementing our crushed stone with crushed stone from the Nexus. And hopefully that'll fill in for whatever we may be lacking. But we're going to have to process our crushed stone, or get it in here first. Or crush it into sand, I should say. Actually, what are all the things that produce crushed stone again? Okay, so we can get crushed stone out of that. Wait, no. Just looking over here. Okay. If we sort stuff, we can get crushed stone out of it, but we're not... The new sorter doesn't have that, though. The one where we get the purified ingots. So that's going to be a problem. Okay, so we're going to have 360 coming out of this, right? How much does a normal crusher... If I was to make sand... Well, no, hold on. Sorter. Look for a sorter. Let's just build one. Okay, so if I'm going to sort... So this would be the tier 2 stuff that I want to do. That requires sand and sulfuric acid, but if I was to sort this... I would not get any crushed stone out of it, right? So that's kind of the issue. So if I went with the normal sorted this one, okay, so then I would get an extra 20 out of that. But that would take in 120 crushed sapphirite, which would then drop us down to just 240. So even if I drop this by half, I'd only be getting 10 crushed stone, which means I'd only be getting an extra 5 sand out of it. But if we think about it, if we're just running 3, and that requires, how much sand does that require? 20 sand? Okay, so that would require 60 sand. Just to run those. So if I have 126, that should work out, I think. Okay, so what we have to do here then it's hurting my brain already. I've just barely started and it's hurting my brain. Okay, so that's just continually doing that thing. We've got these which are going to fill up eventually. Okay, so let's put some more crushers in here. Okay, now this crusher is going to make us sand. Takes in 60 per minute. We have 120 coming out. We're going to need 2 of these. Okay, so then this would go into here. Okay, let me see if I can figure out a good way to set this up. Okay, so we're going to need just a single splitter on here. Wait, if we're just going to do a single splitter, then why not just put it under here? Right? Kind of makes sense. And then that's going to be a Mark II belt. Okay. And then is that already lined up with this? It is. Okay. So that'll take 60. And then this one. Not there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Gotta go back one more. Okay. So then that would give us sand. And then we could run this way. Okay. All right. So it'll crush up all of the stone, give us a little bit of sand. Total of 60 sand, which is enough to run 3 sorters. 3 tier 2 sorters, or sorting whatever things, I don't know. This is hurting my brain. Okay. Now this is going to require some of the sand going into each of these, and then we're also going to need... Oh, man. Let me see something here. I don't think this is going to work out exactly the way that I want it to, but we shall see. Alright, so if I do just a regular old splitter, so if we're here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, nope. It's got to move another 2 that way. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now from here, I think the sand comes out of here, right? Yep, okay. Alright, so this gets to be a merger. Okay. And then this gets to be set... Oh, I should probably do the splitters going this way first. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. Okay. Now this is going to require 100 each. So that is going to be a Mark II. Oh no. That is not in the right spot. Okay, so if we are... here. One, is that going to make it up to there? Maybe. I don't know. And then if that is lined up there, this one... yeah, is lined up with the wrong one. Okay. Okay. Just thinking I didn't actually need this last one here. All I would need to do is run that there. Why is that so weird? Okay. Okay, so that looks better. And then that one can go into here. Okay, now we're gonna need to move 300 of these. So that'll bring it down to 200. Okay. And that did not connect. Why? Because I don't have this thing set. This one can be any, this one can be none. There we go. Now it's all going that way, good. Okay. And now I need to get the sand through here. Alright, so it's going to be another splitter. Only facing the other way now. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, now all I need to do is supply this with some sulfuric acid. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? Okay. So that is sending everything that we need here. So it's going to be that. And then you need to be set up for sapphirite. And then you need to be set up for sapphirite. So that'll give us lead, zinc, and copper. Interesting. And I'm also going to need to bring Caterium in here too, so that'll be fun. Okay, so these all need to be powered to. I think I can continue to daisy chain these. Okay, so they will take in that. Now I just need 90 hydrochloric acid. That is an insane amount of hydrochloric acid. All right, and then I suppose, what do we want to do from here? Should be sending everything there. We have our overflow. Should be fine, maybe. Question mark. This is still flowing pretty fast, good. All right. And then once we have this, then we need to purify it. So that's going to be an ore washer. Now, what does this need? Say I wanted to do purified copper. It's going to take in 60 copper per minute and give us 60 purified copper and a bunch of dirty water. Okay. And then we have to take all that dirty water and separate all of that out into its constituent pieces, because that's going to give us more metals and more ores to work with. Man. Okay, so how much am I potentially going to get out of this? So 80, 80, 80 is 240. 240 divided by 3. Brain. 8. Wait, 8? We're going to need 8 ore washers? No way. No, we're going to need 4. What am I talking about? Wait, hold on. Go back to the ore washer again. Was it 60 or 30? 60. Okay. Oh, it was the 30 water that I was looking at. Okay. All right. So we need 4 ore washers for all of this. So we get to bring everything all together, which is going to be interesting to say the least. Okay, so now we need to separate this into 3 different lines. And they all need to go together. And then we're going to put this one in here first. Okay, so 1, 2, no, that's, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2, 3. All right, and then this one, 1, 2, and then 1. And then all of these can come out. All right, that's going to give us 80, 60, 30. So 80, probably that one, going to come out of here. I have no idea. Oh no. I need mergers, not splitters. No, that is a merger. Oh crap. I have them pointed the wrong direction. Okay, that's fine. Go that way, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. And then I'm assuming that will be fine there, and that one will be fine there. Now we get to do this again. Wait, that was a merger, right? Yeah. Yeah, I want you to go that way, please. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. And then one more time. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now there is an argument to be made that all of this should be maxed out with the Mark IV belt. And that's because having it set up like this, I can actually add more stuff, more of the crushed whatever. Like let's say that I'm doing rubite and I get lead from that also, right? Well, I can run that over into here and connect that onto the lead line, which I think is going to be this bottom one. And then I'll get an extra 90 on top of whatever that makes. So I don't know how that's all going to work, but that's what we're going to go with. All right, and then all of this has to be ore washed. All right, and then so we're gonna have 240 of the copper. We're gonna have 180 of the zinc. We're gonna have 90 of the lead. All of that needs to be ore washed. That's fun. But I wonder if I should work on this hydrochloric acid first. Man, this is... See, this is where it starts getting like really, really complicated, and I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I am a fan, otherwise I wouldn't be, you know, playing it, but it gets, I would almost say, unnecessarily complex. Because now, in order to make the hydrochloric acid, I need to make cloth. And I can't reach that, apparently. And in order to make cloth, I could use the plastic from up there. So that is completely acceptable to use, the residual plastic. And that'll be stored in here somewhere. Like, I'm already taking some of it out, right? We've got a lot of it that's just being, you know, stored in here for whatever reason. Apparently we are missing something. Sand. We have no sand. Okay. So with no sand, we have no other stuff. Man. And we have a lot of sulfur in here too, so I could use the sulfur there for the sulfuric acid. But then I have to like find a way to integrate all of this stuff down below into all of this stuff. And that's just complicated. And then in order to make like 90 sulfuric acid, like I need a lot of stuff. Mostly I'm gonna need a lot of salt. And that salt has to come from the quartzite. And I don't have a source of quartzite around here anywhere. And we got this silica stuff, but I mean the only way to make salt that I know of, unless there's an alternate recipe somewhere, which maybe I should start investigating in those, or investing, looking for, I don't know, something. Like even this isn't going to give me what I need. But it does give me extra crushed stone, so I could use that, and then I could set this up properly. Assuming that I get the crushed stone. Man. Because right now I'm like missing out on 60 of the crushed sapphirite. Man. Do I do it properly? I should do it properly, right? Just work out the crushed stone later. Which means that I have to redo all of this. Not a fan. I mean, it can be done. Wouldn't even be that hard, to be honest. Just take out this little guy right here. Alright, take out all of this. Of course, that's going to get the crushed stone stuck. But I mean, this is why we have the crushed stone overload. Yeah. mean, there's no good way to do this. I mean, I'd have to put a smart thing over there just so I can get this thing down. Or I could run it over here and then run it around this way, but then that uses up additional space through here, which I probably shouldn't be using up. And then this whole thing needs to be redone. Brain, why? And then changing, oh, that's not even lined up right. Dude, come on. All right, so we're gonna go with, for any of our lines like this, I'm just gonna go with Mark 4 right away, so that way I can just add more into here if I need to. Of course, there isn't really an easy way to add into this one. Oh, that's already Mark 4. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that'll send everything over here quickly. And then we need to do this, let's see, Mark 2. Dude, what the? Are you kidding me? What? Why? What's wrong now? Seriously, what's wrong now? Why don't you want to connect in there, sir? Because that's an input. I put in a merger, not a splitter. Great. Okay, splitter. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do a splitter one more time over here. Now, we shouldn't have any left over here, but in case we do, we can do something about it. Okay, and then this is going to handle crushed sapphirite. There we go. And then the sand just needs to go into here. Let's see, splitter. I think that's good. Okay, insert. And we'll update that. Update that as well. I should probably change this to a splitter as well, just in case. Okay. And I can run that out that way if I need to. Don't think I will need to, but we shall see. Alright, I don't know why I have so much sand, but apparently I do. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Alright. Okay, so crushed stone needs to come out. All right. So for now, we're going to put in a smart sink over here. Let's see. Let's get that over to here. There we go. It's off by 1. Okay, 1, 2. That's also off by 1. All right, let's try this again. You can go to there. You can go to here. Oh, no, we don't want that actually. This has to go into a smart splitter. So otherwise it's not going to work. Crap. Okay. Ain't no way in hell that is gonna fit. Okay. All right, left is gonna be overflow. So that'll get all of that in there, and then this also we should probably make into a Mark IV. And I need solder wire. Okay. Luckily, I still have a lot of that. Right over there. Okay. Okay, so now I can bring in more crushed stone from that side, and we can kind of move it all over this way. Collect it all, I guess. Alright, so next one to add in here is going to be the rubite. And that's going to need another 6 of these things. No, crushers. And we'll start it here, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. And then these are going to be crushing the rubite. We're basically just going to be copying the setup that we have over here. Pretty much to a T. Tired, man. Okay. So the second one in is going to be a bunch of mergers. All right. Nope, one more. Okay, so that those can all come back. All right, and then let's see, Mark 4 belt. And then that can go directly into that one. Okay, good. Alright, and then this is going to give us... Okay, so that's just going to be Mark 1s. Alright. And then... did I put a merger on that side? I did not. Okay. Okay. It is going to be putting out 60, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. So this is going to be 120. 180, 240, 300. Okay. Next thing. Let's put this down first. I need lead sheets. Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, drop down, please. Go into the door. Thank you. All right. So, now, back to what I was doing. All right, and then smart splitter here. Okay, and then this is going to be overflow. This will be nothing, this will be anything. Okay. So that'll be set up there. Take up all of this stuff. And that can go there. Alright. Now, to get this set up. I kind of did like squeeze this right up against that, didn't I? Let's do the same thing. There we go. Okay. Now, Mark 4 belt lift here. No, it's not lined up correctly. There we go. So 60. 120. 180. 240. 300. Here we go. Should be producing all of the things. Good. Alright. So, there's that. Yay. Alright, next thing. Splitters. And then we're going to need some of these over here. Autosave, you killing me here. Okay. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now how do I get all of the sand through here? Or do I just have a new thing of sand? Probably. Alright. Okay. Alright, next thing. Mark 4. Going into there. Okay. Then Mark 4 from here to here to here. Alright. And then Mark 2. Okay, and then more splitters, this time going the other way. Now I'm out of steel screws. Alright, now I could run this all the way through here. If I really, really wanted to. That'd be kind of awkward, because I'd have to squeeze it through here and then go back around. Or I could just run a new line of sand here, depending on how I do it. I don't know yet. You know what? No, we're going to take this one and run it off of there instead. Okay. So that is our sapphirite and our rubite all sort of taken care of for now. And then this needs to be tier 2 rubite. That gets us our nickel. Okay, so now I just need another 90 hydrochloric acid to feed these guys. So we're up to 180 hydrochloric acid that we need. Do I need these? I don't know if I need those. I'm gonna hold on to them just in case. Okay, so there's that. Now for the stereotyte. This whole thing's probably gonna have to move. Yay. Do I have any glass? I have 383, okay. I was going to say what I could do is build up this entire wall over here, which would then use up a lot of our iron stuff. That's 50, that's 100, 150. I'll probably get rid of, I don't know, like 200 maybe? Okay. So right now, all of that's going in there, great. Probably gonna want to crush a bunch of it. Actually, can I even fit a crusher in here? Crusher... meh. Be really, really tight. We could do it. Oh, no, that might be too tight. Oh, no, it's actually okay with that. There's no way, though. Is that actually going to work? No, belt is too short. Okay. That's kind of what I thought. And so if I can't fit it in here, then there's no real point in even trying. There is another way to do it, of course, and that is you put this in between here. So you have room on both sides to go in and out. And then we could take this and split it here. So that would go there, and then this would go here. Now we're going to want to probably send this onto its own little thing. And then this is just going to crush stuff into sand. And then we take it out of here, we run it over into here. So that would be a merger, which would then go... Would it fit right there? It might fit right there. I think it might. Yep. And then you take your next one. That's going to be making more sand. And you get another one of these little splitter guys. Set that up over here. And again, same thing. And then that would just run off of this one. Same dealio. And you can just keep running this down as much as you need. So that'll get us, well, that'll get rid of, let's see, 120. So it's enough for one of these, so I need 4 of these in a row. Okay, and then this one can go there. Get another one of these over here. Autosave, you killing me here. Alright. That can go there, making more sand. And then this can go out that way. And then, no, let's not do that yet. Another one of these over here. Nope. That one does not line up with that one. It's actually one back. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need 6 of these things, so let's just all right, sand, more sand. Wait, did I mess something up? I feel like I messed something up here. Oh, these ones are too close together. That's why. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. So that is doing a thing. Getting all kinds of sand out of it. And then all the way here at the end, throw in one of these. There we go. So now that should be enough of the crushers to handle all of the stuff we have coming in. So once we get the Seartite all set up too, should be enough. Now, of course, this is only going to be making 180 of the sand. And I think we need more than that. So like each one of these is going to require 20. Wait, is that going to be enough? No. Is it? No. No, because this is... Oh, yeah, we've got 4 of these, right? So it's going to need 80 sand, not 60 sand. Okay, yeah. So this is going to be short by about 60 sand. Which I'm going to have to get somewhere else, apparently. Okay, and then let's see. This is gonna have to be stacked basically right on top of here. That has an invalid shape. What do you mean has an invalid shape? No. Yeah, that doesn't want to make that curve right there. Well, there's not really much I can do about that. Because, I mean, this has to be lined up. Right, and then that has to be lined up to here. That has to be lined up to there. So I've got no other place for that to go. So I guess we can just leave it for now and assume it'll fix itself. I don't know. So it's just that one that's going to be off. I think I can make it work. But just it looks weird. Alright, well, let's get this all sorted here. Okay, so that'll be all of our crushed stuff coming out of there. Okay, now the reason why we need to run it this way is because we don't get nickel any other way other than through this method. And I think Stereotype gives us something weird too. Yeah, cobalt. So cobalt and nickel are the two things that we need. That can go there, that can go there. So yeah, so that's 2 of the items up in the advanced alloys. The third one is Caterium, so that'll be fun. And I wonder how much of the sand is still going into here. None of it. Well, that's good. And I could have this run into the network with whatever else is needed here. And then we can pop that out like wherever we might need it. Like maybe stick another one like over there on the end, so that way, you know, it'll just continue to go through here. Or, you know, just run this up around and then run it down on a belt all the way to the other end and then sort it back through. I don't know. Is that going to break things? Maybe. I don't know. EF Spox Gaming, welcome. Says, hi at 01 chat. I don't know how long ago you wrote that, but I just noticed it, so I apologize. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain. All right. Okay, let's see, there we go. Good. All right. Nope. All right, so you, and you can all go. And then I think it's just going to be a Mark II belt going into there. Autosave. What are you doing? Alright. And then this should be able to go just into here. All right, so there's that. And we'll connect the bottom one. All right, so that is all set up. So we have our sapphirite, aka copper and zinc, over here. And then we have our rubite, which is going to be our nickel, lead, and what was the other one? Nickel, lead, tin. There you go. And then we're going to have our sapphirite over here. And we might do a double sapphirite. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to need to do a double. But yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff set up so far. It's very neat. Neat, tidy, orderly, which is good. And then I'm going to need to get all of that sand up into here, wherever it needs to go. So that'll be fun. So that's got to come in here. I could just like run it backwards from there back over to here. Could work. But anyways, that's what we've been able to do so far. We are right at about 8:30, and unfortunately I do have work tomorrow, so I think that's probably going to be it for the stream tonight. For those of you who joined, thank you for joining. For those of you watching in the future, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys too. But that's pretty much all I got. So if you like what you saw, come back tomorrow. We'll do it again, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedomland. But for now, and until then,